Today I will use a video, give you China's 3 major medals. All in place. They are pushback pictures respectively, Qimen Escape and Luban Book. So you know how explosive this video is. Please be sure to read it as soon as you collect it. So let's start talking one by one. Now let's talk about the way back. According to legend, it was the Zhengyuan period of the Tang dynasty. Emperor Taizong of Tang Li Shimen wants to calculate the charm of the Tang dynasty. So, I invited 2 experts at that time. One is an astronomer named Li Chuanfeng. What about the other one? It is a retention person who specializes in strange art. It's called Yuan Tiangong. How about to people? Common according to the easy-to-learn calculation method to perform deduction. It turned out that Li Chuanfeng said he was an astronomer. He was a mathematician. But, as soon as he got into the sky, he felt completely sucked in by themselves. Solid astronomical and ladylike theoretical skills, and the mystery of one school. Do the math. It feels like the whole person is fucking crazy. Deep into the vortex repeatedly. Can't pull it out at all. The result is that the deduction is out of control. It is said that it was deduced after the Tang dynasty, over 2,000 years, until Yuan Tiangong felt that the situation was not good. Pushed him in the back with a dark arrow. Just woke him up. Let me quickly say that you are fierce enough. The secret cannot be revealed. Go back and rest. You said it was time to stop. This is the origin of the pushback diagram. So what is the content in the pushback picture? There are 64 pictures in total. Then each picture is noted with a title and an appointment. It's just a kind of poem. Do you understand? Then you read each poem. You will find that you recognize every word. But sticking together is not at all. What else to say? Many scholars call this exotic, obscure. To put it bluntly, it's a lot of symbolism. I want to tell you something, but I can't tell you, or he really can't tell. Because, it's like, 200 years into the future. What is it like? Hey, it may have been popular at that time. You just can't imagine. How did people live at that time? You know what? Or like the Tang dynasty at that time. He could imagine hundreds of years from now. There is a train from Chang'an to Beijing. It will arrive in a few hours. It's unthinkable, So it's possible. You said the dream was a revelation. But he himself at that time, I don't even know what it means. You can only draw according to his impression. Just draw it like a drawing board. And it is said that the metaphor in the whole push cabinet diagram contains very, very much. Heart failure, farming, big war, social change and major historical events. It can be said that the amount of confidence is very, very large. It is said in this, such as Song Hizong of the northern Song dynasty. Song Qingzong was sent to the north by Lu, the typing heavenly kingdom of the Qing dynasty. Even the anti-Japanese war was worse than him. But I'll say it again. We still have to believe in science. Because it is not ruled out. The person behind is holding the result to push back process. So listen to it as a story anyway. What about the beautiful pushback picture? It's quite mysterious. But you have to be rational. And then the second one. Qimen Dunjia. What about this thing? The name is too big. According to the ancient books of the Taozai, Zhuanyuan Benji and Yanbo Hanging Hand Song records, it is from the emperor. The period when the emperor and the holding went to war. It is said that at that time, the emperor could not defeat the possession at all. So what happened? The goddess of the 9 heavens taught a most amazing skill. It's this strange door escape armor. Then Zhuanyuan is the Huangdi Qishu possessed. Homeopathy defeated the roommate. So if you go with this myth, Qimen Dunjia is more than 5,000 years old. So actually, there are many stages going on when recruiting a lot, including to love, called music notes. During the defense period it was called Liujia. In the Sui, Tang, Song and Yuan dynasties, it was renamed Yujia. In fact, it's all the same thing, all the way to the star. It became what we know today, Qimen Dunjia. These things are theoretical. In fact, it is still based on righteousness. Trace. It's still about the laws of change between things in the world, each other through different combinations, and then calculate the trend of the development of various things. For example, you are familiar with 8 doors and 9 entrances. This is where it comes from. 8 doors open. Qimen, Dumen, tight doors, dead doors, and golden doors represent the state of different things. Then the 9 heart canopy, Tianrui Tianchang, Tianfu Tianqing, Tiaxin Tianzi, Tianren Tianyin. Different combinations in the 9 palaces. It also affects the good or bad of things. And then, according to the principle of yin and yang and 5 elements, to judge the development trend of things. And finally, according to the 3rd level, what fake 1 to 0 starts, to provide supplementary information for predictions and rolls. So, I say it again. Qimen Dunjia, a very tight inference system. In ancient times, it was used for marching and setting up formations, for cooperative strategic decision-making, like what Zhang Taigong, Zhuge Liang, Zhuge Liang, and so many gods use it. Then go inside alone. Regarding Qimen, there have also been 2 sets of systems. One set is called Fanhao Qimen. The other set is called Wuhu Qimen. What's the difference here? Well, it's pretty simple. Wuhu Enlightenment. It was during the 3 Kingdoms period. The calculus method created by Zhuge Liang. But the rich Qimen is even earlier. It was during the time when the emperor beat his best friend. The emperor had an assistant named Fengku. Put this legislation into words. In the beginning, there were 4,320 games in total. It was later simplified to 1,080 innings. And after that, earlier than Zhuge Liang and Zhang Taigong and Zhang Liang, it's been unraveled. Zhang Jia simplified it to 72 games. Zhang Liang simplified it to 18 innings. That's Inton and Yungton. So you say under one person. Why is rich Qimen one of the 8 wonders? That's because of the discovery of Qimen escape armor, the first by Meng. Although comparing 85 back to Qimen with this, it's all little brother. Then we come to the 3rd step. That is the most evil Luban Book. Luban is a carpenter, the father of civil engineering. Do you understand this? So the book he wrote, it should be the skills of some civil craftsmen. So what's wrong with this? So what I'm going to say next, please treat me completely as a tea. A strange little swimming hall after a meal. The whole Luban said content. It's in 3 parts. What are the skills of civil engineering? And that's just the first part of it. Then the one who was persuaded was the prequel and the drop. That is, the teachings of the patriarch. What if you were at that time? Civil engineering is very risky. Build a mausoleum for the emperor. Build houses for big families. You're all involved in a lot of lasers and stealth. A lot of new very dark owners. The house has just been built so that the manager won't be leaked. A lot of craftsmen are a little silenced, you know. So in fact, Luban's original intention was in it. A lot of content. To protect their own future generations. Disciples are not persecuted. So, in high school, there are lots of recipes involved. Of course, many of them are self-defense measures, and a lot of business taboos. So by the 2nd volume, that's really weird. The first sentence of the open book is the author of this book. It is only when you are lonely that you must fight it. My God, it's scary. Therefore, the Book of Luban was also called the lack of a door in later generations. Think about it. Those who used to walk into the science channel, explore the ancient tomb. How many curses are there? Laser. What secret techniques, witchcraft, how did they come about? The 3rd sentence in the Book of Luban. You can see it all. So there is a legend. Just say someone who wants to enter the Luban sect. The master will take you up the mountain. On the way up the mountain, I asked you first. Is there anyone behind you? I mean, it is possible to enter this door. Have you thought about it carefully? Then what if you ask no one out? Well, let's go a little further. They ask if there's anyone in front of them. It means to warn you that you have learned this. You may even have your own grief. Can you accept it? So, you must think carefully. This door is not easy to enter. Therefore, the first sentence in the opening sentence just to scare people away. But what about the Luban tree? According to the legend, really awesome. Zhuge Liang's 7-star lamp life is to use this tree. But as you can see, it's very difficult, because even the afternoon itself failed. At the same time, someone else said, Liu Bowen has succeeded, borrowed from God for 12 years. Of course, these are all legends. Just have fun. So, how long does Luban number have to be learned in the end? Legend has it that an ordinary craftsman is a 3-year student. The master only teaches technical methods. Teachers must study for at least 6 years to become proficient in various skills. You can basically understand it this way. Corresponds to the current bachelor's degree. The average craftsman is a college graduate, and craftsmen are math heroes, basically. Okay, so those are the 3 big techniques. Probably the kind of search point that I said has to be searched. You all know that. Because it's all unconfirmed by contract, it can only be listened to as a weird story. If you have any interested friends, you can find out for yourself. But anyway, we must put an end to superstition. Believe in science. Be sure to remember that. Let's talk so much after listening to it today. Have a nice dream. Friends who want to cheer can enter my homepage to join the group. I'll wait for you there. Then please pay attention to a wave of 99. Thank you. See you.